Hello, my name is Kayla Gonzalez, and I'm going to be talking to you about surrogate motherhood. Having a baby is one of the many joys in an individual's lifetime, and many people look forward to having a baby all their life. But unfortunately, not everybody can have a baby. Sometimes, in some common cases and some rare, a female or the male cannot reproduce. Some people can't reproduce due to their weight, age, genetic factors, illnesses, and many other issues. Luckily, there are different ways to have a child if you can't reproduce. There is always adoption, which is a nice option to have, and there are also many fertility options and treatments. But there's also the option of hiring a surrogate mother. Surrogate motherhood is a very controversial topic, and not everyone agrees with it, but it is an option to consider if you can't have children. Surrogacy is a great option for couples who cannot conceive. A surrogate mother is a female that bears a child on behalf of another woman, either from her own egg, fertilized by the other woman's partner, or from the implantation in her uterus of a fertilized egg from the other woman. Surrogacy is often more successful than other reproductive systems. There are two different types of surrogate mothers. One is traditional surrogacy. A traditional surrogate is a woman who is artificially inseminated with the father's sperm. She carries the baby and then she delivers it. She is the biological mother of the baby. A sperm donor can also be used for traditional surrogacy if needed. A gestational surrogate makes it possible to harvest eggs from the mother, fertilize them with the sperm from the father, and place the embryo into the uterus of a gestational surrogate. A gestational surrogate has no genetic ties to the baby. Gestational surrogacy is the most common in the US because both parents have genetic ties to the baby. About 750 babies are born each year using gestational surrogacy. Like I previously stated, there are women and men in this world that can't reproduce. Some women may have medical problems with her uterus. She may have had a hysterectomy or maybe medically too riskily. Surrogates have many parenthood options for those women and for the people who might not be able to adopt due to their age, their marital status, or their sexual orientation. There are also many different ways to choose a surrogate. If you are not comfortable with choosing a random person from a surrogacy agency, then you can always ask a family member or friend. Asking a friend or relative to be a surrogate can become very controversial because of genetics. But no matter who you pick, that surrogate is still giving you the chance to experience a miracle. All surrogates must at least be 21 years old, and all surrogates must have also had a child prior to giving birth to the parent's child, and that baby must have also been healthy. So they must have already had one healthy child. They also have to sign a contract and pass a psychological screening by a mental health professional. They clearly have to undergo a lot before they can officially become a surrogate. A cost of a surrogate can range from $80,000 to $120,000. A wide range of factors determines the cost. Some of those factors include whether the surrogate has her own medical insurance or whether the parents have to buy a surrogacy pregnancy policy for her. It can become very expensive, but it is all worth it once your baby arrives. Usually during this time, the parents or whoever has hired the surrogate pays for her health plan, so she is completely covered during the time of her pregnancy. State laws vary on surrogacy in the US, and there are no federal laws that exist. So in some states, after a surrogate pregnancy, you still have to pass adoption proceedings to gain legal custody of the child. In other states, a declaration of parentage before birth overrides the need for adoption proceedings. So, to protect your rights as parents, you should hire an attorney to write up a surrogacy contract. The contract should clearly state the obligations of the surrogate mother and the parents to be. Compensation for surrogates is different depending on location and on whether or not you proceed with a private surrogate or a surrogacy agency. For example, surrogacy through Circle Surrogacy pays up to $45,000 as of 2013. The American Society for Reproductive Medicine claimed that 859 society surrogacy and gestational carrier cycles were performed in the U.S. in 2010. Some agencies have reported that the statistics on children born through surrogacy is reaching 35,000 in total as of 2011. This is mainly due to increased societal acceptance. Having a baby will only increase in popularity. Having a baby is a miracle, and surrogate mothers help make that miracle possible for others who can experience it on their own. I believe that surrogacy will only increase in popularity over the years. There are many different options when looking into surrogate motherhood, and if for some reason you can't conceive a child, you should definitely look into it.